Hey, how's everybody doing? A little halftime action. What do we have? Right? So we got some of those names that I gave you this morning. How about Avgo? All right, Avgo's been moving real nice. AVGO. All right, all right, so it's the Q's, stupid, right? I said it the other day. It's going to say it again. Q's just continue to push the envelope here. SPY as well. Diamonds just cannot get it together on these diamonds. All right, so Apple suffers because of that. But Avgo, nice move on there. AMD came out ripping and then kind of stalled out here now, stuck inside. I think this will get back though. All right, so looking for the two. It consolidated for 2 hours, and it's coming back inside. But I think that can get better, and we'll see if we can get that back up on there. AMD. All right, that was one of the ones we were in there. Nvidia. We finally did bust through there. We got through that. We talked about this morning. We needed to get it. Well, we got it. We got up on the 174.72, and they've been timid to go back. I think they will get back, though. Before the day is done, I think NVIDIA should get its act together and get back up there. All right, put your stake in the ground, buddy. You put the new highs in there, all right? So get. All right, how about Tesla? I had to buy some more Tesla, and I think I got it kind of lucky. All right, Tesla is having a great move on the upside, and I love the 4 hour setting up nice if they want to get continuation for that. Now, Sneaky Pete's going to get in there, all right, because it's 11:42, and for about 45 minutes, approximately 45 minutes, we're going to get a flip, and on that 4 hour, see how things are going to change. Okay, and one of the things that I can talk about the diamonds, I'm so sick and tired of being sick and tired on these diamonds, but on the 4 hour, we got a nice hammer. All right, now is it going to be nice enough to trigger a 2 up on a 4 hour? Because if it does, it could exponentially move. Okay. But it has to go into force. All right, so you got to wait for this bar to close, and then we'll see if we get anything out of it. More than likely, it comes back inside and just starts to be crappy again. All right, but we'll see there. All right, we talked about Avgo. Microsoft is soft today. Okay, that's all I can say. It's got a nice 2-day up, but it's having a real hard time to expand here. So it kind of stalled all out up here. All right, we're chasing 514.64. We're not even too far off. 50 cents off to get back to those highs. All right, so those were the ones I talked about. I also talked about some of these retailers, Deckers. These ones didn't pan out at all. So opened up here, made a higher high, and came back down. They've been sitting here all day down now on Deckers. Okay, and then we had Lulu. All right, Lulu, gapper upper, and down 29 cents right now on your Lulu. Trying to, I don't know what the hell she's trying to do. You got a 4 hour here at 216.49. It made the low. It's trading up $2 from there. So Lulu trying to get back up on the 60s. You got the big three to start the day. You got the 312 up. It didn't do its job because it didn't get up to 220.50, but it's still got time. See if it can get back up there. And I gotta say, man, Nike's pretty strong. We were just talking about Nike, and I mean, Nike might not be a bad place to be maybe trying to buy a little bit here if you can get back down to those lows at 75.32. Look at the month. 2-1-2-2 month up. 2-2 week up. Now it's coming back in a little bit because of this move right here. But this whole thing right here just got happened because of this. So we shall see what Nike wants to do. I think Nike is, but I think Nike on the pivot monthly, look out. Give me 98.19 coming back up. All right. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that pivot machine gun on the monthly. All right. If that transpires, we'll see. And on. It's just like a Lululemon here. You got a hanging man hammer, all right, which is definitely bearish continuation. All right, you got the month here and you got the month down, so it's going to take a lot for this thing to get back up to snuff. And if this thing's been crap for 2 months now, so maybe there's I want to make a point that we finally got to our number. We didn't quite get there, but we got very close on the Crew V. We got down to 114.23, guys. I've been calling for 114. I've been talking about it for I don't know how long, at least a week. All right, but we got very close today. All right, so I don't think that maybe I missed it there. I didn't buy any down there, but I already see triangling out coming back in. And if you look on the 2-1 on the month, we would really like to break this and get the 2-2 down month. As I said before, they're always going to go a little bit further either way, okay? These 10 years are dropping pretty good here right now, back down to 438, and the dollar's going up higher here, so you got some divergence there too. All right, so Tesla's coming back in a little bit. We know what's going on. If we don't get the diamonds going, then it's just a SPY and the Q shows, and that's the way it is. But all these sectors are being held back. I got XLF, can't even take a day up here right now. XLF is trying, but it's a 2 because it went outside. It actually could go outside if it gets up back through 53.44. It could go back outside. Couple of mentionals. Home Depot just, again, stalled out. All right, so until something starts to show up, and I think that's it needs healthcare. It needs healthcare big time. Triple M is still strong, man. Fighting everything. Shoot her down month. Shoot her down on the week, and there she is with the 2-1 inside. I'd love it if she would take that day up. All right, so we'll leave it there. Tesla's been a great move here today, and let's see if that can hold its gains. That would be very, very good. One more that I did not mention. Google. I made some money on Google in the morning on the move here. Okay, and it did this right here. Okay, this is the day. All right, so this morning in here, when it went 3 down, I bought it at around 192 and change. And then I chased it up. So I made some money on that one. And then it got inside, and then now it's just been maybe at the end of the day, maybe. All right, so 2-2 back down. Google kind of stalled out. Afraid to get back up to that 197, 198 number that they got there the day of the earnings. All right, so let's get these diamonds better and get this whole market moving, man. So all right, and watch the 4 hours, because if that hammer could go into force, and then maybe we start to get a move back up and get all 3 of the futures back up to highs at the same time. All right, so I'm going to leave it there. I'll shoot you something at the end of the day. So far, we've had some good ones here. Avgo, real nice one here. Okay, I think NVIDIA will get better coming back in right now. Microsoft coming back in right now. Apple coming right back in. All right, again, I think it's all just because of this, pressure on the diamonds. So we'll see if they can get the markets going. All right, so be good.